So yeah, good morning everybody. Bit of an impromptu video this one. So we've just put some fuel in, and as you can see, it's a lovely, yeah, you see me, it's fine, it's a nice sunny day. So we figured we'll get the Spyder out and test what the recording's like on this Insta. We got an Insta 360 camera as well, which I'm gonna hope to take skiing with us. So we thought we'd do a little demo just on this to see what it's like. I've got my really thick gloves on, so trying to get the controls is is a little bit faffy, so I'm taking it really easy. It's funny, isn't it, because when we're riding this, it's almost like, in a way, it's skiing in a way, because you're kind of hyper alert as to what's around you, because you just feel a bit more exposed and whatnot. So we thought we'd take you along for the ride, and hopefully it should be pretty good. It's pretty busy, so I don't really like generally riding when it's busy. There was an accident last week on this flyover with the motorbike. Somebody, I think a car changed lanes at the last second and kind of knocked him off, but I think he was all good. But it's every time we seem to go to Tintagel that there's always some delay. But yeah, we've not been out on this since December. Christmas Day, last time we went out, I think. There was one other little trip that we did. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what this camera's like. It's shaking around in front of me here, even though it's quite tight, but it'd be interesting to see just what the quality is. Yeah, it is. It is on. It might just go off because I've got voice commands going on. So hopefully I won't say the wrong set of words. Yeah, that's the other thing. Is it going to stay attached? Yeah, hopefully it'll be fine. There's a big piece of wood in the middle of the road there. Things like that are kind of, for this kind of unit, because it's got 3 wheels, it's a bit of it's a bit more tricky to avoid what kind of objects in the road, because you've got this big tyre at the back, obviously, because it's a 3-wheeled vehicle, and so you've got to be so much more on your game, I suppose, to look out for things that could pass and create problems. So I'm going to get in front of this car just so we get in the room to get in. So yeah, when I try to see if I see anything, I try to get it to pass under one of my feet, so in theory it will miss the rear tyre. In terms of temperature, it's pretty good. I'm not cold at all. Got my heated jacket on. Well, the heated element isn't really operating at the moment because I'm not feeling it at all, really. It's really good. heated. Should I put the heated seats on? I shall flick the heated seats on, just to give a little bit of and at Woolwell they're doing a lot of kind of rejigging the junction up there, so that's going to take some time, and we shall hope to see if that improves things, makes things a little bit easier. There's a few bikes out on the road, hopefully. I should see some bikes on the road because it's sunny, everybody's out. Yeah, the only downside to this, obviously, we can't take Smelly Dog or the Smelly Cat, so they're kind of chilling out. We'll take him out a little bit later. He's been out this morning and played with a couple of lovely collies up the road from us, a couple of doors up, and they were absolutely lovely. And I did offer to look after their collies, which what could go wrong? Yeah, if I had the money, I would get a Pleiad, a Roadster, Tesla Roadster, 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds or something. It's faster than a Bugatti Veyron, which is 2 million quid. Oh yeah, don't want to give Musk any of our money. But I think I'd just like to buy one if I won the lottery or something, and then just blow it up when I'm bored with it, kind of thing. You can't say that. When it runs out of battery on a freezing cold day. It tends to be in this area we're passing through, it tends to be a lot of deer. There's a few people out today picking up litter, that's nice. So we'll look out for the deer, because they've got a habit of just randomly coming out in the road. Yeah, these gloves are nice and warm, but they're just a bit faffy because they're so bloody thick, you know. They're just, but you know, when it's this temperature, so what is it, 3-4 degrees? They're just about doable for managing the controls and whatnot. It's get used to it after a while. Yeah, Wrigley's. We've got Wrigley's, which is, well, it's called, I think it's called Mars now, isn't it? It used to be. And I remember trying to get a job in there as a factory operator, and you had to do some crazy test to get in there. It was nuts. And this building just in front of me here, it's called Aerospace Systems now. No, actually, no, it's not right, not that one. The self-storage one. That was where my first factory, obviously, at that time it was called Ryford's, but making bloody videotapes. There's the Amazon vans coming out. Amazon! guy come out, just slow it up a bit so they can get out. Hopefully he'll stay there. And there's the Amazon warehouse just on my left. That used to be the range, and that's where I used to work all my days. That was back in the day. In the airport, just which is obviously not used now. I used to be a student pilot up here, and I didn't get to fly the Cessna 172 because I was too big. I was too heavy. Shah got to fly the 172, but I had to go in the Piper Warrior because the payload was a little bit better for heavier people, and I wasn't fat, I was just a gym bunny. And yeah, so I've flown quite a few routes from that. I've also flown a Cirrus SR-22 from there up to Gloucester as well, which was quite nice little trip. And it's nice to get in the Cirrus SR-22 and even in the flight sim, because it brings back memories, you know. But you know, it's nice to get out on this bike. It's good for the soul, you know. Yeah, it's just getting out, really, isn't it? Getting out. I mean, we're fortunate that we've got this, and that's wonderful. But just getting out, even if it's a walk, or even on your electric bike or your scooter or whatever. God, these seats are getting warm. I'm gonna turn them down. Yeah, we do like the malls. It's just because it's just when you get out of this city. We're kind of on the edge of the city now. We're not heading up towards Roborough. This kind of where it gets a bit hectic up here. Obviously, because of the roadworks, everything's a bit crazy. Yeah, I spend more time looking for potholes and objects in the road and speed cameras that So yeah, this is the junction that they're kind of doing a bit of work on. Taking down a load of trees. You can't go right, so you've got to go all the way down. If you want to go Tesco's, you've got to come all the way down this road, turn around at the roundabout and come back. It's like a 30-mile-an-hour speed, so it just kind of just take it easy along here. why we would kind of head over to the other lane, but they've changed the road layout now, so we have to just stay in this lane to head out into the moors. It's not too busy. Like some kind of sporty car in front. I don't know what that is. It looks potentially Lamborghini type configuration. It's so low and you can't see it. It's in front of this Renault Scenic in front here. We could try and race him if we want to see if what he's made of, you know. Huh? I can hear it. You can hear it. See, I would race that if I went if I was in my Subaru now, I would be on his arse. And when I say you're probably thinking, oh god, Subaru, yeah, but it was like, you know, well over 300 horsepower. It was absolutely like a rocket. I loved it when I was young and stupid. But when I was like, you know, when I was 17, 18, it was all the Sierra Cosworths, the Escort RS Turbo, and the Montego RS Turbo, and I could never afford those cars. And they were, you know, the people that were living at home, or they were the older guys, that they could afford them, you know. And you can hear this car in front. It sounds absolutely staggering. And you know, I had a house and bloody 2 kids, and it was, you know, all I could afford was a mini Metro that kept breaking down. Yeah. Yeah, it must be super frustrating having a car like that and being stuck behind traffic, you know, what I do like about this, this is the Can-Am Spyder 2024 RTL. It has it has air suspension, and the shock is there's some technology in here that's apparently fitted to Formula 1 vehicles. I don't know if that's true, but certainly around the suspension it's got this like vertical stabilization system, VSS I think it's called, and it's just so smooth to ride. You hit a bump and it just doesn't. It's just riding on air really. It's kind of like riding it's a bit between a jet ski and a snowmobile type thing. And you've got a lot of there's a lot of like air deflectors and various things on it. That's so I'm not feeling any kind of wind resistance at all. It's just going straight over the top of us. But we do have the ability to raise the visor in the front. We've got a little button that just kind of raises that up another 4 inches or so. So when you're up around the 60 plus mark, it really does make a difference, because your helmet, some of the wind does come out to start getting the top of the helmet, and that just stops that from happening. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear this car in front. It just sounds absolutely fabulous. I don't know what it is. It could be an Audi R8. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's very low to the floor. I don't know if he's going the same way as us, I wonder. So this is we're heading into, this is Yelverton now. This is looks quite nice. He is turning right. I don't know what it is. Oh, he's look at that. I don't know if, oh, he's going, he's not an MR2, is it? No, it's oh, it's not going the same way, so we can't race him. Cyclist coming up. The nice thing with this is it's easy to pass other vehicles. I'm just going to slow it up just a tad. Don't want to pass him too quickly. I always like to give a cyclist a good amount of room. This little bit here in Dowsland, so there's a little bit of a pinch point coming through here. Oh, there's a bit of a stone in the road there. I managed to avoid that. We're coming up on the Burrator Inn. There's always a nice little pub. This one coming up on the right hand side. It's always a lovely stop now and again, and they've got some nice outdoor spaces you can, with these little heaters in, which is kind of nice. And they've resined the whole of their area. It looks really good. And this bit up here, certainly when we're in a camper van, can be a bit narrow, but in this it's nice. Fortunately, there's no snow up here at the moment. I don't know if we'll see any more snow. what's on the radar at the moment. Hoping, well, in I think it's May time that the paint and bike nights will be starting up again, so that's always a nice little break during the week, because it normally, I think it's on a Tuesday night from 6 p.m. Is it Wednesday, is it? Oh, when Charles just reminded me it's a Wednesday, so that's nice, a midweek kind of, you know, just get out on the bike and just go up and hang out with some fellow people that we know. And it's just nice to drool over other people's bikes. Not literally, of course. Load of cyclists coming up. If we'll see any animals up here today. It seems a bit quiet at the moment. Cycling up that, yeah, that can't be enjoyable. It's yeah, it looks a bit too tiring for our liking. It's nice to get out, like you say though. It doesn't matter, does it? It's about enjoying the, you know, enjoying the outdoors. We went to lunch the other day on the Barbican, just with Char's mum and her brother, and that was nice. We went to the Dome, and there were people swimming just off the Barbican there, and I just think, wow, that is just absolutely incredible. I mean, I know cold water swimming is good for you, but I think it would give me a heart attack, to be honest. Yeah, there's a little bit of a blind hill just in front of us here, so this guy's just slowing up a bit just so he can see, because sometimes you go around a corner and all of a sudden there's sheep on the road, so he's, you know, he's just being nice and cautious. And it's just nice views from up here. The wind's picked up a little bit. Yeah, when I was a student pilot, we took the SR-22, we came over these moors, we're doing some low flying exercises, obviously being very careful not to go too close to the mast up there, because there's a lot of cables obviously coming off that mast. And so yeah, we got some really good kind of fast low flying in this area. That was really nice. I didn't obviously make it to a fully qualified pilot, but because of the cost, you know, it was so expensive, and the weather was a big kind of factor, as you can imagine. Could be worth sitting outside today. I think we might get away with it if we're out of the wind. We'll see. Just a couple of minutes and then we'll be turning right. Just normal cattle grid. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what this video comes out like. Indicating, just slowly meander in. So the plume of feathers, this is generally, we brought Sam up here when it was a little bit of snow and he went absolutely ballistic in the snow. He loves it, and there's a few more spaces, isn't there? Let's have a look, let's see what we can do. It's pretty quiet, isn't it? We're going to go in. Should we go into this little space? That's like ideal, isn't it? We've got these nice bars next to us, and no bastards can park next to us. I know what I'm like with. Right, handbrake is on. Oh, into neutral. There we go. So, yeah, we're here at the pub. We thought we're going to just we just nicked the boss's spot apparently. So we're going to buy him a beer. But no, he's lovely chap. So this is a plume of feathers. As you can see, we'll just spin you around. We're sat outside because it does get busy. And so I thought I'd just it's just nice to get out, guys. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't matter how you do it. But yeah, it's just nice to have that bit of downtime, isn't it? And yeah, it's a lovely little spot. We're just gonna put for a little pint of ale, I think, and maybe some munchies, but we'll see. You know what it's like. Got to have it, you know. just a quick video today, guys. I thought we'd bring you along for the ride, so to speak. It's a lovely day, isn't it? You can just see the bike up there. We just parked it in a nice little protected spot. But I'm just going to sit down, chill out. It's quite warm. Well, it is in this kit anyway. It's we've got heated everything, and it'd be interesting just to see what the camera's like. The Insta. So this is an Insta 360 X4, I believe, and it'd be really good to just try this out when we're skiing in a few weeks on the slope. So that would be just a really lovely, because you get to see everything, because I can spin you around in the editing software and you get to see everything. So it could be really interesting. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I've got to try now to edit it because the editing software is a bit more complicated than the other one, but I'm sure I'll get there. But anyway, it's been lovely chatting to you all as ever. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now, guys. Bye bye.